Welcome back to the video lecture series on Python hands-on practice. Today we will try to understand the concept is called variable. So here variable is very easy in Python. So we'll consider a box. Suppose take an example. We'll be considering a box. In that box we written some name. Okay. So the box have some name at instant what we are doing. So we are placing apples into that box. Okay, after 1 hour, what I'm trying to do, I will try to remove the apples from the box and I will be placing oranges into that box. Now you can see box and name is a common here. What is changing? Whatever items which are placed in the box is changing. Later, after another 1 hour, I will be removing those oranges and I will be keeping now tomatoes. Now at the current instant, the box contains only tomatoes, not the previous apples and oranges. That means whatever box here will be considering as a variable. So variable is nothing but a object where we can store any value, whether the value is a number, string, that is a name, list, whatever thing. So we can store any value into that object and we can remove that value or name or string and we can store another name, another value, another string into that object is called variable. So with that name of that object I can access the content available within that. So that is called variable. So we'll understand with in detail. Now you can see. So I'll be having a x is I will be considering as a variable because I can store a number 10 into my x. Now I'll be calling this x as a box or I will be calling as a variable. Now what I'm going to do, I will print x now. So whenever I will printing x, it gives me value 10. So this is how I can call the variable or how I can access the variable with the printf with the print statement. I will be going to access the variable value. Later, what I'm doing, I will be changing the value. That means, so consider this first one. Suppose x is a box. So first this one is nothing but apples. I kept first apples. After 1 hour, what I am doing, I removed these apples. Now I'm placing oranges. Now my current state I have a oranges now. Otherwise, what I will do, I will change again the value within that with another number which is a 10. I will be printing that value. You can see now, if I execute this one, first I have a x value is a 10, next x value is a 20, next x value is a 30. That means in the same variable, I will be changing the values. Okay, next we will understand in detail with some other example. We can see in Python, I already said in Python, we can store any type of data, whether the data is a string, whether the data is a number, whether data is a floating point, whether it is a true or false, that is boolean operation, whether it is a list. So I can store any data into name. I can any data into variable. So you can see name is a first box or variable where I will be storing the text, that is a string. Again, age is another variable where I will be storing the integer values. You can see height is another variable where I will be storing floating values. Is underscore student is another variable where I will be storing a boolean, that is true value, true statement. Next, I have a hobbies is another variable where I will be storing list. Reading and swimming are the two entities which are available in a list. Now, what I'm trying to do, simply I will be executing this. When I execute this one, so what will happen? I will be printing when I when I try to search for name, I will be getting Abdul Kalam is my string which is stored in the variable name. And when I try to access age, it is the variable where I have stored a integer value is 65. So this is how we can store values, string, list, any boolean operation into a box. I will be calling them as a variable. Then you can see now. So you can see with this example, you will understand in detail. So first I have a variable is name data. I will be storing first integer. So first it is a integer. Okay. I will be printing this data. Data is a variable. I will try to print this one. I given some string, which is nothing but with arrow symbol number. Now, if I print this one, what will happen? First, it is printing 100 with the some string here. That is a number. Next, in the same variable, what I'm doing, I will be instead of using numeric, I will be using now string. You can see string or a text. Previously, it is a numeric numeric value stored in the variable data. But now we are storing a string or a text into the same variable. Now what will happen? It will be overwritten. Now I will be printing data. Here data is nothing but now it's a story. So it is printing. Now it's a story is a text. Later, what I'm doing, I will be in the same variable, I will be writing a list one, two, three. I will be printing this data. I will be printing this data. It is now list. So I will be using a string which indicates it is nothing but a list. From this example, you will try to understand that. So the variable data type is not fixed in the Python. So whatever variable, we can use that variable for storing integer values, for storing a string, for storing a list, for storing any floating values. That means the data type of the variable is not fixed here. Okay, so this is first part of the variable. In next video, we'll see some other example. Thank you.